Living Local Carolina with Katie Turner. Local trends, shopping, dining, and more. This is Living Local Carolina.
Well, welcome back to Living Local Carolina, everybody. Today, I am at not your typical salon. I am at Bad Hair Salon, and I am with Krista and Leslie. Thanks for having me, guys.
Of course, thanks for being here.
Oh my goodness, we have a lot to talk about today. Let's first talk about what makes Bad Hair different than other places.
Okay, so what makes us a little bit different from other salons is we really pride ourselves in being able to offer different options for our guests. So right now you are in our downstairs offering, and this is our high-performing clean beauty experience. So we use high-performing clean beauty options and more plant-based and naturally derived product offerings, and as far as our styling products to our hair color line, all the support that you can have with lessening your chemical footprint. So we are one of the only salons that I think in this area that is a green circle salon. So what that means for us is all of our waste but food is recycled. So our extra color, our foils, our single-use items, our gloves, hair clippings. So hair clippings go towards humanitarian efforts for oil spills. Wow. They go back into making some of the bins that we recycle with. The extra hair color goes into renewable clean energy. So yeah, it's something that we really are proud of, and then it lets the guests feel like they are also making a difference by being a guest of ours. So.
But I can imagine a big component of this also is education.
Yes.
Because for me, I don't know if I would ever think about, how many foils are used or tubes of color.
Yep.
So what has been the response from people whenever you actually get to teach them something when they come in here?
They absolutely love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they feel good about being here and being serviced here by our stylists because they're actually doing something for the community, for the earth, and all that good stuff.
Yeah, they feel like they're making a difference. I'm really glad that you brought up education because that is a key value here at Bad Hair Salon. Mm-hmm. We very much pride ourselves in educating our guests through the whole experience. Yes. Mm-hmm. From the time they meet us on social media from our lovely marketing manager, our website, to the time they walk in the door to the time they leave. We really want to raise awareness that the beauty industry, unfortunately, is the second most polluting industry in the world. So the before it is automotive, and we are here to change that and make a difference.
I love that.
We actually have a Green Year community event coming up in April for Earth Month.
Yes.
It's going to be on April 27th and 28th. We're opening up our doors to the community so they can come in and they can recycle all their hair care products that they don't use anymore, like aerosol cans, broken hair dryers, broken curling irons, straighteners. Maybe if they wanted to donate some hair as well, if they cut their hair at home, which you shouldn't do.
Don't do that.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. But if you did.
Yeah. But if you did, just bring them in. And so we'll be open for that all day. And if they bring something to get recycled, they get 20% off their whole retail purchase in here.
Oh, lovely. Okay.
Yes.
And then on the 28th, which is Sunday, from 12 to 2, we're opening it up to other hair salons to see if they'd be interested in signing up for Green Circle Salon as well, just to share the movement. You can look at our Instagram at Bad Hair, and then our Facebook is Bad Hair as well, BADDHARE. We have Facebook events going on that you can check out all the time, and then our website is www.badhair.com, and we also post our events on there as well, and other information you can book online. You can schedule.
We have a free app.
We
launched that this year.
We have the Bad Hair app available on iOS and Android.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's fancy stuff.
We don't mess around, Katie.
Yep. You can schedule. You can buy products. You can buy gift cards.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys so much.
This has been so much fun. Thank you, Katie.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina.
This story is sponsored by Practical Purpose Solutions. Well, good morning. Thanks for joining us today on Living Local Carolina. I am back at Practical Purpose Solutions, and I'm talking with Kendra. Kendra, how are you doing today?
I'm doing good.
All right, we're talking about weight loss management, especially with summer being just around the corner. You guys offer a ton of stuff for people who are looking to lose some weight.
Yes.
What can you tell me about that?
So we offer different plans. So we have plans where we can do nutrient injections that help kind of trim certain like areas like the abdomen. And then we also have where we offer GLP-1, GLP-2 injections. I know there's a big spill about like Ozempic and Mounjaro, but we offer compounded medications to help with individuals to lose the weight. And the big thing that I like about our program is that we deal with companies that we've been using for a long time. We don't have like really, nobody has complained of any bad reviews. And what I also love is that it's very heart healthy. And the compounded company that we use have nutrients in their injections as well. So it's a big plus.
I feel like also whenever you're talking about weight loss, it has to be a holistic approach. So when you have somebody walking in here, how do you come up with that plan for them?
So what I love about what I do is, because I lost actually was 2X before. So I actually had my own personal journey. And what I love is I can kind of pinpoint when it's mental health first versus just physical. So I've had clients that come in, sit in my chair, they cry, and then I'm like, before we get into the physical realm, let's go to mental health therapy. So we actually collaborate. We have great partnerships where we send people to mental health therapy, and then we kind of work on the physical. And so it has tremendously helped a lot of people because a lot of people sustain the weight versus just losing that physical weight and then getting it all back. So that's the big plus about us is that we allow our clients to get the full aspect, and we also send them to personal trainers, and we connect them with individuals that's going to be able to help them on a whole nother level.
I love that. I feel like you're also able to really see results.
A lot of results. Like our highest clients was like 83 pounds.
That's impressive.
Yes.
Goodness. Well, if somebody's watching right now and is ready to take that leap, how can they get in contact with y'all?
We also do telehealth. So if you're a client that's not in the local area, you can actually book a consultation or call us, and we can actually get them set up online, and we can actually have medications sent to them, or they can just come in for one time and we can get them enrolled and they can get their things like they need to.
This story is sponsored by Practical Purpose Solutions. Well, today I am at Coastal Comics with the owner, Drew Johnson. How are you?
Good, how are you doing today?
I'm doing awesome. We got so much to talk about. I mean, let's get to the elephant in the room here. You're a comic guy.
A little bit, you might say that. I started collecting when I was about 8. Did it my whole life, and it's kind of spiraled into having my own store the last 10 years.
And you have pretty much a little something for everyone.
Yeah, we've got old stuff, new stuff, action figures, posters, little gaming, you name it, we probably got it. If not, I'll get it for you.
I love that. So you actually brought some examples of some pretty rare comics that you have as well.
Yeah, I thought I'd bring a few things to show that you don't walk into a store and see on a daily basis, so I thought that might be a treat for everyone.
So walk me through, we were talking about this earlier, that these are in cases because they've been graded?
Yeah, that's the big trend in comics the last few years, getting your more valuable or more rare comics graded. It helps a lot of things, it helps preserve the comics. You and a potential buyer know exactly what you have in the comic as far as the grade and condition. Just helps everybody all the way around, and they look really cool in the case.
They do, of course. But what constitutes something being graded well? Is it the condition? Is it how old it is?
It's all about condition. Most collectibles, whether it be toys, video games, a lot of those are now being graded as well. It's about condition. So it used to be having the particular comic was, oh, I have the comic. Now it's having the comic in the perfect grade or a very high grade. This is an example of first appearance of Captain America in Marvel Comics, signed by Stan Lee. This one is from 1964. It's graded 7.0, which is pretty high for a book that's pushing 60, 70 years old. So that's why you get them graded, because not only do they look nice, they display well, and they will no longer deteriorate.
And you were saying the new comics come out on Wednesdays?
Every Wednesday's new release day, so that's probably our busiest day. People want to see what's out that week. There's always a new first appearance. There's always a hot comic everybody's looking for.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina.
Well, thanks so much for joining us today here on Living Local Carolina. I've got a really special story today. I am joined in studio by Michelle Apple. Michelle, how are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. Thank you for having me.
I'm so excited to share your story. Let's go get right into it here.
So I'm actually this week, a 5-year breast cancer survivor.
Congratulations.
And thank you. And for many breast cancer patients, that's a huge milestone. So my journey started when my diagnosis actually got missed. I had a lump under my armpit, and I had to, obviously get a mammogram, standard stuff, and unfortunately they came back and said everything's fine, go on with your life, it's just a lymph node. And my mom got sick with bile duct cancer, I ended up taking care of her, and I got shingles. This ended up growing. I still ignored it because I thought, they did the mammogram, the doctor came back and said everything's fine. So when she had passed, I then got finally checked up and found out that I ended up being stage 3, 23 lymph nodes were cancerous. Full mastectomy, chemo, radiation. And so, the journey is very long, and many of us are still on medication now. So that was a huge part of me starting the foundation, because I wanted people to understand that when you do have a lump, that we do have to push for ultrasound and maybe advocate for ourselves a little bit more that maybe we don't know. So we do provide a mentor program with the Apple Breast Cancer Foundation, so that when a newly diagnosed patient comes through and they call and they need help or support, we mentor them with another patient that has gone through breast cancer. So again, we don't miss things like, you had a lump, you should have pushed for an ultrasound. Did they do a bone density scan in the beginning, or a nuclear bone scan? Those type of things we educate, because it's overwhelming. When you get that diagnosis and you're told you have cancer, it literally, you go through denial, you go through acceptance, and then you go through, for me, it was, I'm gonna fight this. There's no way I'm gonna let this breast cancer define me. And hopefully I can help other patients along the way.
And a big thing to you is nutrition, obviously with what you do.
Yeah, so
how
I'm
did that help you?
Oh my gosh, absolutely. So I'm a dietitian by trade. And I tell many patients that it's so important as you go through this journey that you find a way to take care of yourself, because you're putting chemo, which is really literally poison in your body to kill the cancer. So I fought it back with things like fruits, vegetables, juicing, using other counteractive parts so that I could, go in there and say, my gosh, I feel better by doing more fruits, more vegetables, eating a healthier lifestyle, which I did before, because people would say to me, Michelle, you're a dietitian, you work out, you take care of yourself. How did you get breast cancer? I said, breast cancer does not discriminate, but what I can tell you, and I tell, all your viewers, take care of yourself so that when something comes along like breast cancer, that you can fight it and you're strong enough to fight it. So I had no other underlying conditions besides the fact that I had the cancer. So I was able to fight it pretty good.
Let's talk more about the fight. And that brings us to the bag that you're holding right there. You're able to really pay this forward now and help patients that are going through the exact same thing that you did.
Yeah, so I wanted to educate, advocate. Our foundation helps with medical bills and travel expenses. And then the other special thing we do is the comfort bags. And why these are so important, I got a comfort bag as I was going through my treatments, and it contains things like a blanket, a message of hope. And then the message of hope that we did last year was from 7th and 8th graders. They actually drew pictures and they wrote messages, just simple things like, I'm thinking of you. I hope that, this brings a smile to your face. So the standard stuff we have is lip balm, sanitizer. We're always looking for makeup bags. And so if any women out there have extra makeup bags, you have them laying around. What, Ipsy bags we were talking about, and Estee Lauder bags. We use them to put the items in, like the lip balm and sanitizer and so forth. So any donations are accepted, but the staple items are the Footies with Grip, the blanket, the lip balm, sanitizer, and that type of stuff. So we donate these to local cancer centers. So this year we went to McLeod Health Cancer Center. We did Grand Strand, Conway Medical Center, and then Coastal Carolina Cancer Centers as well. It's well needed in this area. There's many patients that are getting it. We'd love to do 300 to 400 is our goal. So we need your viewers to reach out and donate items, and then we deliver them right before the holidays to bring a smile to their face. So sometime in December, and then we take the donations all the way up into August.
Perfect.
Don't forget to like our page on Facebook and follow us on Instagram and Twitter. How to use the QR code. Just open the camera app on your smartphone, iPad, or tablet. Point your device at the QR code so the QR code appears on your screen. Your device will recognize the QR code and show you a notification. Click that notification and you'll come to our website. Living Local Carolina, weekday mornings at 9:30 on WBTW News 13.